Hi, hello. So, I mentioned this a little bit in my last week's video, but guess what anime I just watched? So I just watched cyberpunkedgerunners, and I was like, whoa, that's amazing. You're gonna see a lot of videos coming out, not like about that, but how I've been inspired by that, because it was very inspiring for me as an artist. But I digress. I decided I wanted to do a drawing whatever I want video because I wanted to draw fan art. This first fan art is just a sketch. I might finish it off. I need to fix it up though and make it a little bit more interesting, because it's just Lucy standing with like about to like hack something, and like the moon's behind her. And this wasn't the first drawing I did. This was the last drawing I did out of the 2 drawings today. I just wanted to have a chance to I wanted to draw Lucy, but I drew Rebecca because 1, Rebecca's a lovely little gremlin, and 2, because I wanted a lock screen and for my phone, and I wanted the home screen to be Lucy and the lock screen to be Rebecca. And I couldn't find any good art to make my lock screen, so I decided to make it. So right now this art is the lock screen on my phone. Feel free to use it as a lock screen or a wallpaper. I don't think it's really good enough to make anyone else's, but you know. But overall, I really enjoyed this sketch. I think I might actually finish it because I like the lighting, even though I kind of just slapped it on there. Also, drawing Lucy's hair was a little harder than I thought, even though her hairstyle is supposed to be super easy. It was kind of difficult. But onto Rebecca. But first, I should say, if you like this video, you should subscribe. If you like my art, you should subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, you should share this video. Okay, thank you for listening to my shill. Also, my commissions are open. Okay. So, yeah, thanks for listening to my shilling. So for this next drawing, I was going to do some perspective, so I used a 3D model to help me out with that. And I wanted to draw Rebecca shooting at the camera, and so I did. She was kind of difficult to draw for some reason. I couldn't get her face right no matter how hard I tried. I ended up fixing it on my phone with the liquify tool, and I really enjoyed the drawing after that. Because, I don't know, her face shape doesn't look right to me. It didn't look right to me the whole drawing, and I couldn't fix it. Or couldn't figure out how to fix it. And even with the liquify tool, I did it twice, and I didn't like it. But I redid it once the whole piece was done, and I liked it. So, yeah. And also, another thing for this drawing, I decided that I was going to try a more simple... Okay, so the lighting is still pretty, intense, but it's a more simple shading style, where it's mostly just cell shading. A little bit of blending, but not very much blending. Some of you saw on my community tab. I know a lot of you didn't see it, and a lot of you saw it on my Discord server. Link in the description. Is that I did a poll for the drawing your OC videos. So with my schedule right now, it's been very hard to get. I've been trying so hard to work on the OC video and the weekly videos all at once, and it's been extremely difficult. Which is why I haven't been able to get any out. So I was thinking to give myself more time and make things less stressful. And for me to draw more characters for you guys, I could do more shell shading. But YouTube and Discord was pretty split. Discord was oh yeah, do it on the poll, do the more simple. But YouTube was oh no, keep your same art style. So... I don't know, but I really thought maybe I should give an example of what the simpler shading will look like. Obviously, it might not be with this crazy of lighting, or where it's dark. But the idea is it's mostly cell shading with a little bit of blending. I don't do the select tool thing, and I don't put my line art on multiply. I just leave it how it is. It's more, it's less blended out. And so it's a lot less time for me. I think giving you guys this example will really help me help you guys and me come to a nice decision. Okay, now on to this drawing. So for the line art, I decided I wanted to do like a sort of dark blue. I thought it would be really nice because I was thinking like the background was gonna be like the night city, or a little bit of Night City. Even though I think in hindsight I probably should have done green because of Rebecca's hair. And like her skin tone is like, looking at the anime, I didn't color drop from the anime, but it's kind of like a green. Like it's a cool toned skin. Like it's like, cause Lucy is really pale, but like Lucy's like anime pale, right? Rebecca is like a vampire, and like even like her skin, it seems like it's very cool toned and pale, to the point to where it actually goes with her hair really nicely because of that, because they're both these like cool toned together, and with the contrast of her eyes, just like for the character, it really shows a lot about her just with the colors. Also, her eyes say a lot about her in general. Yeah, but for this drawing, once I got the colors and everything, I started to do the shading. So as you can see, I didn't do my like under, and I didn't multiply my line art. But what I did do is I got an airbrush and I did a little bit of the shading I wanted, like the lighting I wanted, of where she's kind of almost black, backlit a little bit. And then I did this shell shading, which I didn't, as you can see, I didn't blend it out. I just slapped it on there. I had put some parts darker, and I kind of blended some spots out a little bit, but mostly I just put the shading on and I didn't really think about it. So most of this is cell shaded. I did do the same sort of shading I always do for the hair, because I really like that way of shading hair. But everything else was just cell shaded. Like even the two guns, both of them were cell shaded, which is, I really don't like drawing guns. They're really hard to draw. I had to look up references for her guns, and I still really didn't figure it out, but I think I did okay-ish. As you can see, the shell shading, I kind of, once I'm done doing all the lighting, the lights and stuff, you'll see I made parts of her jacket glow. So, and her little headpiece glows, because I'm pretty sure they glow. I'm not too sure, but who doesn't love things that glow? Also, this is kind of a stupid observation I made while I was drawing this that I think I need to share with the world. Rebecca and Miku almost have the same hair. I know in this drawing I made Rebecca's hair way longer, but that's because I like drawing hair that like flows in the wind, so it was just a choice of mine. But even like the normal length of hair, it reminds me of Miku. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that information, or what you guys are gonna do with that information, but there. But yeah, overall, I had a really fun time making this drawing, and that observation also made me laugh. The only thing that was kind of a pain was the background, because I had to like do a lot of selecting, but I tried to make it as blurred out as possible to keep most of the attention on Becca, because that's where I wanted the attention to be. I didn't want it to be I didn't want it to really be on the buildings. I also was unsure, I made the buildings those colors, and then I tried to make the city like a light, like the night sky, like a light purple, but it felt like it was really hard to see between the buildings and the city. Still, even now, with the background, I feel like it's really hard to differentiate the buildings from the skyline. Another thing is, at the very end, I decided to add bullets, so it looks like she's shooting at you, because I don't think it was being conveyed very well. But yeah, overall, I really, really enjoyed this drawing. I had a lot of fun with it. And like I said before, this is an example of what the simpler style would be. Obviously, some pieces are gonna have more intense lighting than others, depending on how I pick to what scene to draw your OC in. But that's the idea. If you're on my Discord server, you can revote, change your vote if you don't like it. And if you're on my YouTube channel, I think you can change your vote. I'm not too sure. I might make another poll. I'm not too sure how YouTube polling works. But yeah, I had a lot of fun drawing this, and I had a lot of fun watching Cyberpunk. But I'll probably you'll see more videos on how it has inspired me artistically so far. Because I'm gonna come out with that one soon. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you like this video, subscribe, and bye-bye!